Hey there, home theater fans. Todd with avnirvana.com, hanging out at CEDIA 2025 with my good buddy Ben Yeh of Kordz. Ben, how's it going?
Very good.
Last time I saw you, we were over in Europe.
Yep.
At
I
ISE.
see. Yes. Yeah. We were having a good time talking about HDMI 2.2 and everything that's coming around.
We were. Yeah, and I'm sure some things are happening in that realm that we'll know about soon.
Yeah.
But today we are going to look at some of the stuff that Kordz has to offer in terms of 2.1.
Yeah, so this year, today I want to talk to you a little bit about our new product, which is the Pro4 HDMI. So it's an active optical HDMI cable. And we really, went really deep into developing it, and want to talk a little bit about kind of our design philosophy and how robust it is and all that jazz. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's check it out.
Yeah, so this is the Pro4 HDMI, or active optical HDMI cable. So this is the longer length version. We also do obviously have the passive, which goes from 0.5 meters to 9 meters. But I think the active optical is really the standout. It's really encapsulating kind of a lot of the design philosophies behind what we do. So at Kordz, we design connectivity products. We want to engineer for connectivity assured. But we do that through offering robust, fast, and effective products.
Okay.
Yeah, so robust, well, I'll talk about each of these words. So robustness. So when we mean by robust, it means robust during installation, right? And one of the key highlights here is this. So right now, this TV over here is running off my laptop and using a HDMI AOC cable, which is this one right here. At the same time, this AOC cable is actually holding up a box of Cat 6 cable right here. And I'm really going for it, and you can see
that is some weight.
The TV is still going.
It says experiencing is believing, and you're experiencing right there
now,
some serious weight. This is about, you said 15 kilos?
15 kilos, so about 30 pounds. Yeah.
That's about 30 pounds of weight. And folks, what you can see here, this is the cable itself that's connected into your laptop.
Yeah.
That's showing an image.
Yep, that's right.
Or porting the image up onto a screen.
Yeah. So, we can do it.
I challenge anyone at home to take their HDMI cable and bravely do that.
Please don't challenge them to do that.
And send in your results.
Yeah.
Unless you're using Kordz, then we know exactly how it's going to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So how is that being achieved?
So what we've done is, not to give away too much of the secret sauce, but basically we're using specialized fibers inside, so Kevlar, just to kind of give it a bit more pull strength. And then that allows, so when you're pulling it, it allows for the Kevlar to be holding up the cable instead of on the fiber.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's what's happening.
And that's really important because anyone who's pulled cables,
they're gonna definitely accidentally jerk it or accidentally put a bit more force onto it.
Yeah.
When they're pulling the cable. And so we want to just design a little bit of robustness behind that to kind of do that going.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I have a conduit in my home theater that is stuffed full.
Exactly.
And the last cable I pulled through got stuck, and I know the sheathing was coming off. It was speaker wire.
Yeah.
So, something like that, you never know, I guess, when an installer is going to get to that point where they're trying to cram one more guy through.
Exactly.
But also tight turns and all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
You get stress on the cable.
Yeah.
So that's why that's important.
So that's the kind of key highlight when we talk about robustness.
Yeah.
The second word is fast. Right. So this AOC cable that we're showcasing this year is actually a 48 gigabit AOC cable that goes from 7.5 meters to 100 meters, and they're all DPL Lab certified. And it's not just any DPL Lab certification, it's actually the DPL Lab 48 gig enhanced certification. So you guys should go on their website and check them out. They're really cool. DPL Labs, as you guys would know, are a certification company based out of Florida. And they what they've done with this certification is really gone and worked with all the manufacturers out there right now, including like the madVRs and the Trinnovs and the Barcos and whatever. These are all the high-end stuff. And they work with them to figure out, what's working, what's not, especially because as they're pushing the edge of the HDMI technology, there's going to be certain things that kind of go wrong, right? Sometimes it's power, sometimes it's blah, blah. And so what DPL have done is they've certified our cable to make sure that our product works with everybody's equipment, and so you're going to get as little interrupt issues as humanly possible.
Right, which is important. This may not mean a whole lot to a lot of people out there, but a passive HDMI cable, its usability peters out around 10 meters.
I would actually say 5 meters.
5 meters?
Yeah,
okay.
you can get beyond 5, but you're going to get really thick cables. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So in normal use, you need to go active when you go over that.
Exactly.
But we're talking about 100 meters.
Yeah,
which
230 feet.
10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, would have sounded crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm
on an AOC
maybe
cable.
I need to go even further back in time. But there was a time where finding a cable that you could run 40 feet or so was almost impossible. Now you guys are talking about 100 meters for. Let's say that's one cable without anything.
Without anything, it just looks like this. And the best part is it's 100 meters even without USB power, which is another part of when we talk about fast. We talk about fast installation as well. So we don't want you guys to be looking for a USB dongle or USB power on the ends.
Right.
Yeah. So that's another.
That's really amazing. So no external power. You don't have to plug it into a USB source or anything like that.
Nope.
This is straight 48 gigabits per second.
Yeah.
Active 100 meters.
That's right.
That's really impressive. And by the way, you can also get up in the morning and do your morning workout by taking the spare box that you have and creating a weightlifting mechanism.
If you're into that kind of stuff.
Okay, so that's one product line that you have with HDMI. You were talking about an 18 gigabit per second line?
Yeah, so we want to talk about the third design philosophy that we have, which is effective. So this year, which is a new thing that's coming out this year, is the one HDMI cable. I think in the US market, especially actually around the world now, the latest trade actions and tariffs and situations have got kind of everybody in a huff and a puff.
Yeah.
And what we kind of want to offer this year for customers is a cost-effective solution to give them 18 gigabit HDMI signaling from 0.5 meters to 5 meters, and becomes environmentally packaged like this, which is important in a couple of ways. So we're using effective materials, and it's tightly packed in the box, so cheaper shipping.
Wow. Okay.
And it's offering full 18 gigabit performance with our lifetime warranty.
You've really thought this through.
Yeah.
Then I mean, we're talking about environmentally friendly, I guess, paper. You can say it's a lot better than having a lot of plastic.
A lot of plastic,
it's lightweight.
It's lightweight, tightly packed for shipping, and using a lot less materials, effective use of materials.
Yeah.
Using a thinner cable as well, just because we do hear for short cables there's equalization, saturation, issues. So we're using, more effectively, we're using thinner cables to kind of deal with that. So there's more attenuation across the cable, so you don't get, oversaturation on the sides.
And that's something we've talked about in the past. I have a separate web show called HDMI Test Bench, where I test cables using Meridio gear. And over time, some of the folks that I've talked to behind the scenes have said just that. Issues with short run cables, 2 meters and
2
less.
meters and below, yeah, that's right.
Having almost what was explained to me is it can have almost a too pure of a signal.
Yeah.
Which causes the devices to not talk to each other appropriately because the signal is boosted essentially.
Yeah, because the sync side, it would kind of read it and then they would set an equalization area, but then if the cable is too short, it kind of just just oversaturates it. It kind of looks like just a full bright light to them. Yeah, and that's how it works.
It's really it's funny because that's not common knowledge to people who are purchasing cables. A lot of times someone might think, I need to purchase the shortest run cable possible for behind my rack or whatever. And that's really not necessarily the case.
Yeah, that's right.
So in terms of cost effectiveness, I get it. And I had asked you before, why would someone want to limit themselves to 18 gigabits per second when 48 gigabits per second is a reality?
Yeah.
What's the scenario?
Yeah, so
that type of
with rating. 18 gig, when we talk about the industry kind of in general, I think residential is really pushing the boundaries, especially home cinema guys and hi-fi aficionados. we're really pushing the boundaries. So we're going to 48 gig, we're going to 8K, we're going to 8K60, HDR, and all that jazz. But when it comes to kind of more like small offices or commercial integration, 18 gig is really where the major majority of the market's at, because sometimes for them, even a 1080p solution for a menu TV will work. So they just need like a cost-effective HDMI solution that they know will work. They know they can get very easily. They know it's going to pack tightly in their vans, and that's gonna be really good. And I think that's how manufacturers should really design products as well. We should really design for, how to make the dealer's life and how to make the integrator's life easy. So this is just one of those things, and this is another demonstration of that.
Yeah, for sure. Now, anyone that's interested in Kordz cables, I'm assuming your products are available through dealer only. So can they be purchased online?
Yeah. So in the US, we distribute through Future Ready Solutions, which is these guys. So a little plug about them. They are a curator of all the best audio-visual connectivity products that's available kind of in this market.
Cool. Okay.
They're great, and we exclusively distribute through them out of Florida. Yeah.
Okay. So here in the U.S., they're the guys you want to look up online if you want to have access to Kordz.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I'll drop a link to them down in the description so everyone can go out there and find them.
Sure.
And I'm sure there's lots of information about your full range of products.
There is. But if you really want to know more about us, you can go to Kordz.com.
Okay.
Or so on LinkedIn or on any of social medias, you can follow us on @Kordz Global. And you can also email us at info@Kordz.com, and we'd be happy to share anything with you.
Okay. And I think it's worth mentioning on Kordz.com, you have a lot of really interesting content that's produced in-house.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn a lot more about technologies, cabling, and all those sorts of things, because I've hung out there for a while and watched them.
Oh,
yeah, they're very, very well done, very professional grade videos. So
I think we've been in the industry for 20 years now. Last year was our 20th birthday. So, and I think through the years, we've kind of grown a lot of institutional knowledge, and we want to share that with people. So we write a lot of articles, we want to share our knowledge. And it's not just product knowledge, sometimes it's supply chain knowledge, what's going on with copper, what's going on with FX, all these jazz. So definitely check our article section out on our website and our white papers as well. It's all really interesting stuff.
Okay, so I'll make sure I link to all of that down in the description, Ben, so everyone can have easy access to that, because people are going to be interested in the products, but also that educational side of things that you do is really important for the consumer, because they can then educate themselves when they go out to make purchases and making wise decisions.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you guys putting that out there.
Awesome. Yeah, we love doing it.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today.
Yeah, thanks.
Really appreciate it. Safe travels home.
Thank you.
And everyone out there, definitely go check out Kordz. Again, links are down in the video description. Make sure you subscribe to our channels so you can check out all of our CEDIA coverage, but also come become a member of our home theater forum at avnirvana.com.